Hi, welcome all. I am Dr. S. Palaniappan. Welcome to SV School of Professional Management. So today we will discuss about plus one accountancy. So we all know in accountancy two important statements we are going to prepare. One is profit and loss account and other one is balance sheet. This is the final output of accounting process. By understanding what is profit and loss account and balance sheet, we can understand the entire accountancy. So as a fresher to accounting, as a plus one student, if you understand what is P&L account and what is balance sheet, you will get full view of accountancy. So for this purpose, let us discuss what is accountancy. For this, we are going to take a simple problem, that is third standard, fourth standard statement type problem. So you might have discussed the statement type problem in third and fourth standard. They will give some informations and we are supposed to compute uh, profit or loss. After learning about addition subtraction, this problem you might have studied in your uh, schools. So here these informations are given from the following detail compute profit made by ABC and Co for the year 31/3 to 2022. So sales 1 lakh, raw material purchase 50,000, wages 10,000, salary paid 20,000, rent 10,000. So they have given some information. Here sales for the year, that is income, but raw material purchased expense, wages expense, salary paid expense, rent paid expense. So all these are expenses, whereas sales is income. So in third standard, what we'll do, we'll have one workout, that is income minus expense is equal to profit. And for computing this, we'll have computation of profit. So what is the income? Sales 1 lakh minus expenses, raw material purchase 50,000, wages 10,000, salary paid 20,000, rent 10,000. Likewise, you deduct all the expenses. For this, first you will total the expenses, it comes to 90,000. 1 lakh minus 90,000, profit is 10,000. Likewise, you will prepare the answer in a statement form. That is statement type problem that we have studied in schools. Now, the same thing what we have already discussed in schools, that we are going to work out in plus one accountancy also. But here what we are going to do means we are going to have it in a different format. What is the format? Instead of having inner column, outer column like this, we are going to have two sides. And in one side we are going to write down all income related information, and in the other side we are going to write down all expenses related information. So sales 1 lakh, whereas expenses raw material, wages, salary, rent, so these are all expenses. This comes to total 90,000, whereas sales is 1 lakh. So likewise we can have it in two sides, and when we total it, 1 lakh and 90,000 are the total. Now 1 lakh minus 90,000, 10,000 is the profit. Now how we can take this 10,000 profit and give it in the statement? For this purpose, we are going to first find out sales total 1 lakh, expenses total 90,000. Now 1 lakh minus 90,000, difference is 10,000. So this 1 lakh minus this 90,000, difference is 10,000. When you put this in 90 plus 10, total will become 1 lakh automatically. So likewise we can give. So this profit information, we now took it into this statement. Now, instead of totaling first all the expenses and then totaling the profit and then finding out the total, we can just remove this line. Now, when we total all the expenses and the profit, we will get the sales amount. Likewise, we can also write. Now, in this, we have total, we have write down the sales on one side, expenses on the other side, and find out the difference, put the difference as profit, and total the expenses side also. That is what we have did. And here, with this, the accounting process ends. But there are some formalities that we need to follow in accounting. There are some rules that we need to do. That is, since we put expenses on one side and income on the other side, we can mention the first side as debit and the other side as the credit. What is the meaning of debit and credit means? It is nothing but two sides of accounts. That's all. Just like two sides of road, left side, right side. Likewise, we are going to have two sides of accounts, and for this, the left side we will mention it as debit side, and the right side will mention as credit side. That's all. Now, and in addition, for all the debit items, we are going to mention two raw material purchased, two wages, two salary paid, two rent, two profit. And for all the credit items, we will mention by. These are all some accounting formalities. So this debit, credit, to, by are accounting formalities. Other than that, this is nothing but third, fourth standard statement type problem. So you could understand this very well, I hope. Now let us work out this in a simple different way. What if salary is 35,000 instead of 20,000 in the below mentioned problem? So instead of 20,000 salary become 35,000, then the total of expenses when you total it, that becomes 35, 45, 55, 1 lakh 5,000, whereas the income is only 1 lakh. So now what we need to do, we need to compute the profit or loss. Here the expense is more, income is less. So expense minus income, loss 5,000 rupees. Now how to take this 5,000 into this account? Now total this 1 lakh 5,000 is the expense total, that is the highest. Put 1 lakh 5,000 as the account total. And what is the difference between 1 lakh 5,000 and the income total 1 lakh? That comes to 5,000. That is loss. Okay. So that loss we are going to mention and put it in the side which has the lowest total. Why we are going to put it in the side which has the lowest total means, now if 1 lakh plus 5,000 we add it, it will become 1 lakh 5,000, which will be equal to income, which will be equal to expenses. So this is how we are going to prepare the profit and loss account. Now in the same way, just try this quiz questions. There are few questions available. I will also give these questions in Google form, so you can try the quiz questions and answer it. 4 questions are there. Okay. So you could understand this accounting process. We will discuss the next statement, that is balance sheet, in the next video. Okay. In the meantime, try the quiz questions and answer it in the Google Forms. You can also subscribe to our channel and you can like and share. Okay. Thank you.